Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining us at our first in our series of I Am MLUV Google Hangout. I am Monica Blair. I am MLUV. You'll find me on Facebook. And I love to network throughout. I started out in real estate and I have been in business for about 7 years now. And the other two teammates that you'll meet later, Marco and Sandra, are also entrepreneurs at various levels of their business. So the goal of our hangouts are to be able to share where we are, information that we have learned, things that we're learning along our journey to be able to help others get started. If you're looking to be an entrepreneur or if you're just looking to get off the couch and get started in whatever projects you find that it's important to you, this first video will be very helpful. Sandra will be speaking on goal storming and how to get started. So I want to introduce to you Sandra. As I mentioned before, Sandra and I have met and known each other for several years now and developed a great working relationship. Sandra is very much involved in the world of commercial real estate, and she has had a good level of experience in network marketing as well. Sandra is not here now because she is also an advocate, a mother of one young son who has goals of becoming Olympic champion. So he spends quite a bit of time practicing and having to go to competitions. And she is away right now. She has two competitions that she is attending with her son. One is in Florida and one is in Texas. So she couldn't be here for the follow up, but she was able to make a recording to share with those that were able to not join us last week in the presentation. So I wanted to just hand off to Sandra, and I hope you find this very beneficial, and I look forward to networking with you in the future. If you would like to join our series, you can click the link you'll find on the website, join our VIP list, and that way you can get updates on future Google Hangouts that we'll have, future recordings and activities that we'll have in the local area. We're in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and we'll also be hosting live events. And you'll also get to learn and know us a little bit more as you join us in future recordings and Google Hangouts. So welcome and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, everyone. This is Sandra Rosario, and thank you for coming to tonight's hangout with Monica and Marco and me. I'm actually going to talk about a subject and go through some techniques that will actually work for you, especially if you're new in business or you're in business but haven't kind of gotten forward, which is one of the things that I got stuck in when I actually first started in business. And I've been in business for about 20 years. So let's get started. So if you're new to writing goals, this will probably be a very good presentation for you tonight. So what I'm actually going to cover today is basically, what is a goal? Why do you want to write goals? And what is the easiest way to start to writing goals? So, those three things. So it's very simple. And this is a very easy technique that I learned some while ago when I actually learned it from this author called Angel Toussaint. He's actually taught me how to do it this way, which is actually easier for me, and it's more, for me, more realistic. So what is a goal? So a goal is defined as an observable and measurable end result, having one or more objectives to be achieved with more or less a time frame. So goals have a time frame. So I'm going to give you about 6 reasons why you need to write a goal. And I love this quote from Tony Robbins. Setting goals is the first step to turning the invisible into the visible. So what does that basically mean? Well, one of the reasons, when you write your goals down, it propels you to go forward. It basically means having a goal written down with a set date for accomplishment gives you something to plan and work for. It's basically you're writing down your external, it's an external representation of your inner desires. What do you want? You need to kind of see it. Most human beings are visual people. Also, goals transform that big mountain into a small hill. We all have dreams, and sometimes our dreams are so big it just seems impossible to accomplish them. So it kind of is, it's easy to feel discouraged when these are like, oh, I want all this, and wow, how am I going to get there? And when you actually start writing your goals, you actually start breaking them down into smaller, more achievable stepping stones. So you will actually get to that big dream that you want. So that's why you actually need to write your goals. Also, goals will make you believe in yourself. Setting goals for yourself is a way to fuel your ambition. Goal setting isn't just about creating a plan for your life and holding yourself accountable. It's also about giving us the inspiration and necessary to aim for things that we never thought it was ever possible. Also, goals will hold you accountable for failure, and yes, there will be some failures in between, but you need to actually write these goals. If you don't write goals down, and give yourself a time frame or, a timeline to achievement, and let's say you got to look back, how are you going to reevaluate any paths of failures that you've done? How can you go, if you've never written them down, how do you know what you failed at? Because the thing is, sometimes you'll fail, but you need to get up. We learn from failure. That's how success actually comes. Goals will allow you to see what you truly want. There are times and certain times where, we set goals that don't really reflect what we really want. We say, oh, I want more money. So, or I really need to, and what you really want to say is that you really need to change your environment. Or sometimes we think, oh, I want more freedom. I want to be free. I want to have free time. And that's actually how I thought when I was in corporate America. Really, if I had a business, I could have free time. And really what I was trying to get to is I really want to do something I'm passionate about. So writing your goals will actually see what you truly want. It's not going to be all about the money. You realize what else is actually fueling that. And goals will help you live your life to the fullest. When you take time to set your goals to ensure that your life is geared towards what you want for every moment, there's so much to do and experience in this lifetime. I mean, you don't have so much time to do them. So, having your goals, that you need to be working on them. So for, let's say, for example, you want to take, let's say a cruise. I mean, that's a perfect example. In a cruise, when you take a cruise, you have several port of calls, but you have a limited amount of time in those islands, in those cities that you go. When you go there, wouldn't you want to figure out exactly what you want to do? Or do you just want to wander off in the island and figure out, okay, let me see if I find something interesting? Or if you have some sites that you want to see in those cities or foreign lands, do you want to really actually have a plan? I want to do this, this, and this. Or do let me wander around, let me see if I could find them. Actually, you want to do that. I mean, like I said, it will, fuel your, you will live your life to the fullest. When you have your goals, they're always in your sight, to do. So these are one of the reasons, a few of the reasons, there's probably more reasons, but these are probably the important reasons why you want to write your goals. So how do you get started? And this is what I learned with Angel Toussaint. Well, you actually want to write your goals every single day, if possible. You also do not want to look back to the previous pages. You want to have a notebook, and actually write your goals every day. And believe me, you're going to actually start seeing how they're changing every day. And you want to date your pages only on the days that you write. Even though I say write them every day, you want to, if you don't write that day, please just don't put the dates. Just put, write it every day, your dates on the dates that you actually write them. So there's 3 sections on writing goals or goal writing. The first section is what I do. In the first section, I write my date, and then I put 3 things that I'm thankful for that day. And I'm actually going to give you an example later on how I do it. Second section, I actually write something that I've heard or read that motivated me in a positive way. And the third section, you want to write your goals you want to achieve, like a list full of them. So here's an example. I put the date, let's say June 24th, 2015. And I write, today I'm thankful for my good health, my children, my bills were paid this month. Yes, I am grateful when I actually could pay my bills for that month. The second, I actually put what did I hear that day or read that day that motivated me in a positive way? Well, here's an example. I read an article about eating right and the benefits it has on our bodies. The article emphasized on drinking plenty of water, so I put there, I'm going to watch, what I eat and drink more water. And then the goal storming. This is where I actually put my list. I want to lose 40 pounds. I want to go vacation in Tahiti. I want to start my own business. I want to learn how to ride a horse, increase my income by 75%, make new friends, and the list could go on. And you do this every single day. If you do it for 30 days, you actually get into the habit of, setting goals. And this is basically what you want to do, especially if you're starting. This is what you want to do. When I first started in the business, I really didn't write my goals. So, I was doing everything I, could to, get the business going. I realized why I wasn't even moving forward. I couldn't see it. I had a goal, but if it was not written and I was not seeing it, I was not really achieving it. So how is this going to help you? Well, it will help you develop the habits of writing down your goals. You'll improve on getting things done. And believe me, once you start writing them, you will actually get them done. It will help you keep focus, and it will actually help you keep positive. As you can see, remember the two sections, the first two sections, you're actually putting what you're grateful for and what you read and what you heard that was positive that day. So it's actually keeping you positive. Because believe me, there's a lot of negativity out there. You want to keep as positive as possible. There's going to be a lot of downers who say, oh, well, wow, you're never going to make it, or, you're probably going to fail. So you want to keep positive as much as possible. So remember, there is no other task you will need to develop at this point. When you do this technique, that's all you're doing. You just do those three sections. Do them for like 30 complete days. You want to focus. Your focus right now is on your writing the goals every single day. And remember, completing these goals that you've written down are not important at this time. What I want you to do is just get used to this. Get used to this. Believe me, it's going to actually start a habit. And then, of course, I'm actually going to give you another set on, okay, now that you've been doing this for a while, okay, now you're going to start prioritizing your goals and everything. So, this is a small presentation on goal setting. Sorry about that. So if you want to work with me, you can email me at daresenterprises@gmail.com, or you can go to my website at daresenterprises.com. Either one of them, any questions you have, I can answer them for you. Remember, this is for like any business, whether you start like a real estate business, a network marketing business, or even a business from scratch. Like I said, you want to write your goals. They are important. They're like your map, your business map, or your business plan that you're going to set for yourself to achieve those goals. So I hope that you learned something on today's presentation. So I'll actually give it back to Monica.
Awesome. That was a really good beginning presentation, Sandra. Thank you very much for sharing with us the beginning steps of how to begin in starting your goals. I will tell you that as very simple as that is, it can become a difficult chore in getting started. And when I started writing my goals down, my agenda for the day, things that I wanted to get done throughout the day, not only was I able to keep track of what I needed to do instead of kind of racking my brain in the midst of the chaos of the day, but I also found a sort of sense of satisfaction at the end of the day when I went through my checklist and realized just how much I had gotten accomplished, because you'll find in the minutia of the day that you'll get lost in activity, and although you might be doing things, you really may not be making progress. towards the things that you really want to achieve. So this is a great way to keep up with how to make progress towards the things that you find most important. And it is a great starting step in other additional, um, I want to say, things that you need to add in your staircase towards your success. Writing your goals and being able to achieve your goals, being able to continue to diversify based on that initial list that you have, you'll find it very helpful. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you joining us. I'm so glad that you are a part of the team. And I'm looking forward to us being able to bring out more videos in the future. So please join us. If you haven't joined the VIP list yet, you'll see a link at the top of the website to join the VIP list. Please sign in. These videos will be coming out at various times during the week and day, and we will be notifying those on the list as to when new videos will be out. Now, you're welcome to check back from time to time on the website. As we make additional videos, you'll find a link at the lower section of the page that will give you a thumbnail that you can actually expand on and watch any of our previous videos. But this is the beginning of our series, and I appreciate you joining us, and I welcome you back for more.